Hospital Porters, pride and dignity, stop the New World Order. Welcome to Hapanwo TV. Right, I've got something to tell you which regular viewers, anyone who's been watching me for a number of years, will be familiar about, and I think it will be controversial. I've got a feeling that I might disappoint many of you. What it is that I've got a passport. Yes, I have. Now, some of you might remember a video I did a few years called Destroying My Passport. I've actually removed that video now. Now, I was going to make the video you're watching now part of my Denmark video, but then I thought no, because this really needs its own video for a full explanation, and also the Denmark video was long enough, really, wasn't it? But yeah, I do have a passport now, despite the fact that, as you know, and I can't show you any clips from the video because I don't have any of my own recordings of it left, but basically I destroyed my passport. I found an old passport. It was actually an expired passport, and I destroyed it on camera as a statement of defiance of the Big Brother state. I was essentially removing it from my life as a document of citizenship. And so I actually basically cut it to pieces on camera, saying, "I'm not a number, I'm a free man," you know, for that line from The Prisoner. And I know a lot of you liked that video. A lot of you congratulated me for that and supported me in what I was doing and understood that I was doing something good. I actually have changed my mind. And for those of you who really supported me in that action, I've got to say I've got to apologise. Well, this is not really a confession or any kind of real apology as such, but I do feel that if you think I've let you down in any way, then that's a great regret to me. That's what I mean when I say I'm sorry. But I think, with reflection, that what I did in that video was wrong. It was foolish. It was a bit egotistical. I think there was a bit of self-martyrdom complex there, or false martyrdom rather. It's self-martyrdom. No, it's false martyrdom. There's a bit of that there, and the point I was trying to make was, I think I've been watching a lot of the Freeman on the Land material, John Harris and several other people. I think it might have gone to my head a bit, and it was daft. It was. I think it led me into a path where I became a bit extreme, and that's why I have changed my mind. And some of you will have worked out already. Well, obviously, I went to Denmark. I must have a passport. No doubt I haven't actually checked the comments on that video yet. I'll be doing a comment reply video soon. It's almost time for another one, and I'll go through them then. But probably some of you, I expect to see some comments from some of you saying, "Hey Ben, what about the time you destroyed your passport, mate? You know, what are you doing? You sold out? You sold out on us?" It's not selling out. I just feel, and I believe, that it was the wrong thing to do, and I made a mistake. And I said I did it really for egotistical reasons, and so I've changed my mind. But that's not the only reason I changed my mind. Other things have happened which have led me to believe that my passport destroying video was wrong. I shouldn't have done it. And one of those is the 2016 effect. With the emergence of the 2016 effect, and I've made entire videos about this, but basically the 2016, what I mean by 2016 effect is basically what I'm absolutely certain was a fundamental breakdown in the New World Order agenda that took place in that year, 2016. It resulted in the election of Donald Trump as US President and the success of the Brexit campaign in the referendum. Those things were not intended by the powers that be. And I've looked at both sides in this. I've read Neil Sanders' articles on this subject, and I disagree with him, and I've written, maybe I don't know, do I have to do a video about everything I write about on Hapanwo Voice? I've done two long Hapanwo Voice articles which outline my criticism of Neil Sanders. Now, I don't have to I don't know. I don't have to do a video about that, do I? Maybe I will. I don't know. But I kind of done. I've addressed many of the points that Neil makes in other videos. Actually, I'll probably have to do maybe another video. I don't know. But I think I've got a feeling there's a bit of compartmentalisation here, because I know a lot of people who watch my channel actually don't read the Japanoise Voice blog, and vice versa, which means I often have to repeat points I make on one on the other. For example, this video essentially is a filmed version of the article. I'll put a link in the description box to the article I'm talking about, so you can have a look at it for yourself. But basically, the 2016 effect and what it meant is one of the reasons I chose to get hold of this. Now, I didn't do what some people think I did, which was I actually got the passport so I could go to Denmark on that tour. No, I didn't. Now, I know it seems a bit coincidental, but I actually I decided to get the passport before I made any travel plans at all. I was actually contacted by UFO Denmark after I'd actually got my passport. Another reason, this is another major reason I got a passport. My daughter Louisa, who's turning 24 in a few days. Happy birthday, Louisa, if you're watching. She went on holiday to Malta. She actually spent 2 weeks at a friend's house on the Mediterranean island of Malta. Now, when she went there, I realised when I found out she was going to go there that I would be cut off from her. In other words, there would be a barrier between us that has never existed in our lives before, since the day she was born. A barrier more distinct and more impassable than any Trumpian wall. This would mean, of course, she's going to Malta. She's not going to go rock climbing or do anything dangerous, but I just thought if she needed me to be with her, if, for instance, she was in trouble with the law or she had some kind of illness or injury, which does happen when you're on holiday, doesn't it? Let's face it. Could be something as minor as food poisoning from eating some strange foreign delicacies, or it might be something much more serious. It could be she got into trouble with the police for something that's actually not a criminal offence in Britain, but is in Malta. Something like that. Or it could, at the worst case scenario, would be a more serious injury and a stay in hospital. That would mean, if that happened, I'd be on the first plane over there. But without a passport, what could I do? I'd have to apply for emergency travel documents. This could take a while. I'd have to go through the Maltese embassy. All kinds of things would get in the way, when all I want to do is go there and be with my child. I say child, like I say, she's almost 24 now, but for those of you who have children will know this, she's still my sweet little baby. I still see her that way. I mean, and I know it annoys her actually sometimes. She thinks I but I do still feel very protective of her. And I always will. I always will. For as long as we both shall live, I will be protective of her, very protective of her. So I went and got this. I got and ordered my passport. No, I'm not going to show you the photo inside. It's extremely embarrassing. I mean, I think it's all right. I mean, it's a strange. It's changed a bit since the last one. Actually, they've changed the design slightly. I must admit, I really would have liked a blue one, a blue post-Brexit passport, but they're not actually going to be issued until after Brexit happens, if that ever happens. I'll say more about that in a future video. But I think I would have preferred a blue post-Brexit one. It would have been fun. I think I'll get one, obviously, when I renew this. But well, it's valid for 10 years, and I only got it last year, so. Surely we'll have had Brexit by 2028, will we? Oh, God, I hope so. So, that's why I have a passport. I hope that answers any questions that people have, or any criticisms you have of me. I hope you will understand why I've done what I've done. And I hope you won't blame me and think... Because I don't believe I have sold out. I don't believe I've betrayed my cause. I think I've changed my mind. With retrospect, like it happens to everybody, you look at decisions you've made in the past and you realise they weren't very good ones. And believe me, there's many other decisions I very bitterly regret in my life. Many, many. And I'm not alone there. Let's face it, we've all been in that situation. So that's one reason. The other is simply the necessities of fatherhood. And that's another reason. So I hope you understand, and By the way, I'm using the new camera to film this. It seems to work much better on this particular set. Do let me know if you, because it's got a slightly wider angle than the old camera, and the lighting. I think the lighting might be a bit better. So if you prefer this, prefer this kind of image in the set rather than the other one from the older camera, let me know. If you prefer which one you prefer. Let me know which one you prefer. But anyway, so I'm off to the sun-drenched shores of the Caribbean to reach past Nick Pope for the coconut shell full of Malibu, as we traitors do. Yes, but anyway, before I do that, I'll probably make some more videos, and got some ideas for some new one. Like I said, there's going to be a comment reply video soon. I think we're almost due for another one of those. Got some other ideas, and including some completely different subjects, ones I've never covered before. So thank you for watching Hapanwo TV. Hospital Porters, Pride and Dignity, Stop the New World Order.